What's going on, Angelo family? Oh my God, the car's going so fast. We're on full self-driving beta, supervised learning. All right, chat, how does it sound? I went to the horizontal view because originally we were on the vertical view and it was not looking too hot. But now we're on the horizontal view. This is Tesla full self-driving, supervised learning. Um, All right, I got the air conditioning on right now because it's kind of hot in here, but now we're switching lanes to the left side now. This is Tesla full self-driving beta supervised learning. All right, switching left lanes. Okay, as you can see here, we have some construction right now. So construction along with um, some police, and then we have a truck on the right side. So the car's slowing down. Currently we are going 40, 50 miles an hour. So far so good. I'm actually pretty impressed with this self-driving. So for me, just having the self-driving beta has been pretty game changer, just because it makes your life so much easier when it comes to driving. Like, you don't have to worry about driver fatigue. So when you have driver fatigue, you're essentially staring at the road the whole time, and it's just bothersome. You're just driving, you're super tired, and you're like, oh man. I have been driving a Tesla for say about 3 years now. I've had a Model S, 3, X, Y, and it's been definitely kind of an interesting route for me, man. Like, I've really started just enjoying driving the Tesla without having to worry about, am I gonna get tired driving? Am I gonna get fatigued? No, like every time I drive the Tesla, it's always a pleasure. I recently just got a Model S long range, and then I've had like the Model 3 Performance, the um, Model 3 rear wheel drive, and I think for me the Model S long range has been the best car so far. And I've had the Model S rear wheel drive to like just drive, and switching over to kind of a long range has been great, just because like I enjoy I enjoy the fact that I'm able to just drive and not have to worry about anything, right? It's just such a pleasure to drive the car, and you don't have to worry about like whether or not you can get tired driving, right? I'll drive like 3 or 4 hours at a time. That's the good thing about the Model S long range, is that it just has a ton of battery, and you don't have to worry about like, you know, how long is it gonna take for you to get somewhere, right? Because when I had a rear wheel drive, it just took forever to drive. And now that I have a Model S long range, it's like the battery is so much bigger, and I can just really enjoy the whole trip without having to worry about whether or not I'll have to stop. Because when I had like a 3 rear wheel drive, like I would drive from Northern California to Southern California, and it'd be like 4 or 5 stops to supercharge, right? With the Model S long range and Tesla full self-driving beta supervised learning, it switches lanes for me, right? I don't have to switch. I don't have to stop as much anymore too whenever I'm going on long road trips, because the car itself is very good. It's very nice when it comes to driving. So I've always been kind of a fan of the car. So I'm pretty happy with its performance right now. I'm pretty happy with how we're going. So 10 out of 10 right now, 10 out of 10. I'm a big fan of the car. If you guys ever get a Tesla and you kind of get comfortable with the drive, you will honestly like love it. All right, so we're driving right now. So far, so good. Enjoying the trip. We got 2 people watching now. Thank you guys for watching the stream. Um, Definitely a lot of fun on YouTube. It's our first time kind of streaming full self driving, supervised learning. Thank you guys for watching. So right now, as you can see, the car is just really driving itself. One of the best things about your Tesla, if you have full self driving beta, is that you don't have to worry about driver fatigue. The car just drives for you. Especially, I've noticed the car performs its best when it's kind of nighttime. You can see the lanes on the road, and it's not worried about how is it gonna kind of navigate through a ton of traffic. As you can see, the car just switched lanes for me. I think a fun live stream next would be just we have some phantom braking right now. Some phantom braking. Let me know if you guys have any questions on full self driving beta. Like, what are your thoughts so far? Like, are you guys, is it kind of convincing you guys, oh, I should get a Tesla, right? Or are you kind of like thinking, oh, this is a little too scary right now? For me, like at first, whenever I got this car, I was like kind of terrified, and then I just got used to it. Like, there are times constantly lane changing, which I don't like. Like right now, it just keeps lane changing like crazy, and it's just been kind of bothering me. But you get used to it. That's why I kind of enable minimal lane changes on the car on autopilot because here, enable minimal lane just for the current drive. Yeah, that will make it like switch lanes less. Yeah, one of the things about the Tesla is that whenever you drive another car other than this, it kind of like it feels like, man, like the other car doesn't feel as smart, which is kind of crazy thing. The reason being is because I bought a BMW i8, and then with the BMW i8, it looks so cool, right? It's a I like electric cars, I like hybrid cars, I know. And the car looks extremely cool. It's super fun to drive. It's crazy the amount of attention you get in the car, but it is kind of like not as fun to go on road trips with it compared to the Tesla. The Tesla like drives for you. There's a Model 3 Highland actually right in front of us. You guys can see chat, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Would you guys go with Tesla? What questions do you guys have about the car? Like, I think it's kind of interesting, right? Like, at first I was super kind of opposed to driving on full self-driving beta, and then as I kind of like started getting comfortable with autopilot, I was like, okay, cool, autopilot's pretty good. I like autopilot. And then Elon and the team at Tesla, they released full self-driving. I think I got it for like 4 or 5 thousand back then, and I was like, okay, let's see how it is. It was really bad when it first came out. It was really bad, and I just didn't enjoy it. But now that like they released supervised learning full self-driving beta, so much better. It's like night and day. Like I don't think I could go back to like not having the subscription for full self-driving. Like, I'm gonna kind of miss it, to be honest with you, because what I did is I redeemed a lot of my referral credits for full self-driving. I had some for supercharging, which was cool, but I was like, I should just do full self-driving. But I did that, and then now I'm like, ever since they pushed the update, it's been really good. Like night and day difference from the original full self-driving. Like I would just do it for like auto lane change, and then navigate on autopilot. I think you can honestly get away with navigating on autopilot. Like if they had an option where you could just buy navigating on autopilot for $50 a month, I totally would do that instead of full self-driving, because I just really use FSD mainly on the freeway. But that's really just navigating on autopilot, which is kind of interesting. But overall, like this drive has been extremely smooth. Like it hasn't been like bad at all. Sorry guys if the window's a little dirty, but I'm trying to clean it. Yeah, whenever you're driving the car, it has to kind of like be a little cleaner, so that way you actually enjoy the drive.